Hello and welcome to a Q&A, another Q&A that we've been asked to do about toilet training. This is obviously Alison and I'm Louise, and I've got a few questions here that we've been asked about toilet training, so I'm going to ask them to Alison, and Alison, the expert on toilet training, is going to answer them. This is obviously a quick sort of bullet guide we've just picked out because we've been asked lots and lots of questions, and we obviously it's a big thing at nursery. Children are toilet training all the time, so we've got lots and lots of experience in it, and we know it's individual to different children, but what we've done is we've just pulled what we think are the biggest points that we've been asked. But Alison has also put together a toilet training information sheet. Well, it's a bit more than a sheet actually, and so that's available to read as well, but this is just a quick guide so that you can listen to it, and a little bit of a taster really for that. So I've got a few questions. So my first question, Alison, the toilet training expert, she's toilet trained and everything, it's amazing, isn't it? She did it so quickly. How do I know, Alison Featherbe, how do I know when my child is ready to start toilet training? Very important question.
It is. The most important thing to remember is that you know your child the best, and you'll be tuned into your child, tuned into what they're saying, what the things that they're telling you. But some good pointers are they're be aware that they're wet or that they've soiled, and that they give you a little indication that they need to be changed. You know your child, and you will know those sorts of things that they do to indicate that. They may show an interest in the toilet and are aware of its purpose. So when you're in the toilet as a family, they may be showing an interest in that, and they'll know what it's for. They may be able to undress themselves, or at least pull down their leggings or their jogging bottoms. Make sure that children are happy and in good health, because that's quite important before you're ready to start toilet training. Mm-hmm. They'll have longer periods of a dry nappy, and this is really interesting. So they'll really soak their nappy, so they'll really fill the nappy up very quickly, and it will be more of a soaking rather than a dampening of the nappy. So that will gradually shift. When they wake up, the nappy may well be dry. That sometimes happens. They'll have the physical skills to actually sit down from standing unaided, and they'll be able to back onto a chair or a step so that they can sit down. They'll be able to climb up and turn round, so they have those physical skills again, and be able to use a step or support so they can climb up onto a table or to a toilet themselves. They'll have clear habits around passing a stool or a bowel movement, and this could be at certain times of the day that you've recognised and acknowledged, and they may go to a quiet space so that they can or they'll tell you that they're going away, or they may hide. They may do lots of things around that. They'll be really inquisitive about if you get other siblings' use of the toilet, and they'll be interested in talking to you about the toilet and what it does. So stories will be good for them at that time, and they'll sort of tend to fidget and wiggle around when they need a wee. So all big sort of things that come together really.
So would you say that all of those, well, I know you would say that all of those things, sort of going off into a corner and waiting for a while and then doing a wee or a poo, all of those things mean that they are gaining some sort of control? They haven't quite mastered it yet, but it should all be encouraged. All of that, at a certain time, they like to have a bit of privacy, don't they, to go to the toilet, which is really important that you provide for them. And also, when Alison said quite correctly about being able to pull their trousers up and down, make sure they're not wearing, like really skin tight drain pipe jeans, because that's going to make life very difficult for them. So make it as easy as possible. Okay, next question, Alison. Thank you very much. What can I do to prepare my child for toilet training?
So they need to be aware of of wetness and dryness, and know what that means. So it could be that you do a little experiment. So take a small jug of water that's body temperature, and you could drip it on some clothing, and you could talk to their child about what that means, and do it as part of experiment, and make it sort of like an interest thing. This will help your child to understand the difference between wet and dry, and that terminology and that understanding is quite important as you move forward. Draw your child's attention to the toilet over a period of time, and explain what it's for, and you know, maybe older children may be using it while the child's there. And you could also have some role play around that. So use your child's favourite toy, and to play at toilet training, you can get little toy potties as well. So it may be that you have a discussion around that too. Stories are very good. There's a few stories out there that are, you know, UK wide. There's quite a good range. So yes, lots of different things. But be clear that the toilet is not a toy.